All right, guys, so here we are at the desk. We're going to get ready to unbox this iPhone 15 Pro Max cinema cage, co-designed by Brandon Lee. Let's take a look at what comes in the box. First thing you're going to be greeted with is this beautiful photo of Brandon Lee. You also get a nice little welcome card here as well. And this does have a signature from Brandon Lee on the back. Really nice, very nice little touch. All right, guys, so the first thing we're going to be presented with is the actual cage itself. As you guys can see, this is two-tone. So you have a nice green accent here on a black frame. It has the signature for Brandon Lee here as well. You have your M-mount connections here for your different lenses. This one has quarter 20s all the way around the cage on all the different sides. Okay, that comes in really nice. Most importantly, you have your buttons, and they are rubberized for your iPhone. You're going to find that on the top and the bottom. Now, one of the things I did notice is that there is no button for your action button, but I guess that really wouldn't matter because most people wouldn't be using that in this type of configuration. There's one little button right here that you press to unlock the hinge so that you'll be able to install your phone. Inside, guys, you have this rubberized coating or piece insert that goes all the way around the cage, and that's going to protect your phone from scratches and things like that. Now, I did mention this little plate right here. The plate is removable, so if you did need to upgrade this to a different size plate, you can get those from SmallRig as well. All right, so that's the cage. This is ultra light. I do like it, really nice. The next thing that we have here is going to be our handle. So you have two handles in this kit, and one of the handles does have a Bluetooth trigger for your camera. All right, guys, so here's the handle, at least one of them. Now, this one does not have the trigger, the press button trigger, but the top portion of this is rubberized, and it is detachable, so you can pop that out if you want to use this cold shoe here, you know, for I don't know, for a light or an audio interface or something like that. You can do that. That comes in really handy. So in comparison, the two handles, this one does have the Bluetooth button that you'll be able to trigger your camera, especially if you're going to be taking photos or video. Okay. Now this one also detaches just like the previous one. So the advantage to that is, of course, you can use this as a cold shoe, and obviously you'll be able to, have this remote control to trigger your camera, especially if you're recording yourself. That comes in handy. This does use batteries, and it does come with this little flap right here that you need to pull out like so. And now that's going to free up the battery, and you'll be able to pair this with your phone. Okay, let's take a quick look at this little lock. Now, this is the lock that normally attaches to one of your SmallRig handles. You can get this separately if for some reason you need this. Take note of the direction of the little arrow on here. The two screws are right here that you have to remove. The Allen key that you'll need for this, if you already have one of the handles, the Allen key comes in the bottom. You can just pop that out. All right, there's our Allen key. And we're just going to remove these two bolts. They're just in there lightly. And you have this little metal plate here. This is important. So when you're setting up your handle, this plate is going to slide in on that little ledge that you guys see down there. And you would just drop the plate inside, and then you can take your screws and just kind of start them off inside of the plate like so. And then you can take this piece, because you know it's going to be facing in this direction, and just kind of line that up with your screws. It's a little fiddly, but once you get the first one started, it's relatively easy going forward from there. Now, what I like to do is, with things like this, I don't completely tighten it because I still want to be able to adjust it a little bit, and find the placement exactly where I want this to be on the cage, like so. And then you can adjust this according to where you want this to sit while you're using it, right? So let's say maybe right about there would be a good point, and that's going to give you your stability for your cage, and you're just going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, so you're going to get a starter manual that's going to kind of walk you through a lot of the things that I just talked about. You also get an instruction manual as to how to assemble your handles. You also get this little felt bag. If you use one of these bags to carry everything in, that comes in handy as well. And you also receive this M-mount lock. And what this is going to allow you to do is to connect other things to the cage. So you're just going to take your M-lock, line it up, then you're just going to rotate it like so that it fits over all of your lenses. Okay, now this is magnetic. And the advantage to that is when you're going to be using this with things like an ND filter. All right, guys, so here's your ND filter. It is magnetic, as I said before, so it just connects like so. This is a 52 millimeter ND filter. Really nice design, guys. I love the fact that it's magnetic, 5 stops, and this is really going to come in handy when you're recording, because one of the things that you're going to want to do is to maintain that 180 rule. As you guys should be able to see right now, we're getting less light through as I adjust the ND filter. Now you have both handles here for landscape, and you can also swap these out. Say, for instance, if you wanted to use this in a portrait orientation, you have the option of doing that as well. So on your portrait side, you just press these in like so. So if you're going to be creating, you know, some portrait content, you can switch your handles out just as easily. Really, really elegant design, guys. You can also change the orientation of these handles. If you want one to perhaps be a top handle, you could switch this using this section right here. And maybe you wanted this handle on top of your cage more along the lines of this. It's just a matter of adjusting the screws so they meet whatever your criteria are. So I am a big fan so far. I create a lot of content using my phone, and I think this is going to be ideal. So only one thing left to do. Let's put the phone inside. iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's slide it in. Lock the cage. So now we can swap out these handles. And you're ready to record. Really nice. If you like the other orientation, you can flip these up like so. I prefer this. And there we go. Ready to record. Simple enough. Easy to maneuver. This is going to make your filming so much easier, guys. All right, guys, it's been your buddy Rome with Rome Knows Tech. I just want to do a quick unboxing and quick assembly. And hopefully, if you've been thinking about getting one of these cages, this video has been informative enough for you to make a decision. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace. I'm out.